Hi everyone, thanks for joining us this morning and welcome to our Couch to College session introducing you to industry excellence. In a moment, I'll pass you over to Christine Kenyon, one of our Deputy Principals, who's going to talk to you about our very exciting brand new Industry Excellence Academies and Centres of Excellence. Throughout the session, please feel free to use the Q&A box to the right of your screen and ask any questions you may have about our Industry Excellence Academies or Centres of Excellence. These questions will then be asked at the end of the session. So with all that said, over to you, Christine.
Thank you and welcome everybody. As it's just been explained, really, this session is going to be about our Centres of Excellence and Industry Excellence Academies. But just before we sort of get into the session, really, I wanted to explain a few facts about the college because you may or may not know a little bit about the college that you're about to join. So this may be the first session that you've participated in, and here are just a few facts. We are the #1 college in Greater Manchester for student achievement, a fantastic achievement of all our students. In fact, over 12,000 students have achieved their qualification with us. We're #1 in the country for functional skills, English and maths, again a fantastic achievement, and ranked 10th in the country overall for our achievement. You would be joining, if you choose to apply, one of the best colleges in the country, and we would really look forward to having you join us in one of our Centres of Excellence or Industry Excellence Academy. When you accept your place at the college, you'll enrol on a study programme that includes 6 different aspects, all of which are overseen and monitored by a named achievement tutor. This is our guaranteed offer to each individual. Whilst this year may be different and you may not be on campus at all times, we will still ensure you receive this guaranteed offer. Whilst your life over the past weeks may have changed and may have been difficult for many of us, there is one guarantee. At some point we will return to normal. So whilst we're waiting for this to happen safely, let's not put your career on hold. I've just mentioned your career. I never thought that when I was about to leave school many years ago, that one day I would be doing my current job. Do you know that most of you will have in excess of 15 different jobs in your life? Do you know that many of the jobs that your families have done no longer exist? 16 years ago, when you were born, some of the most popular jobs included a door-to-door salesperson. This has now been replaced with industries such as Amazon. Small food retail outlets were also very popular. These have now been replaced by large stores such as Tesco's and Asda, all offering click and collect and online services, door-to-door deliveries. Construction industries have changed, and whilst they're still very, very current in our job roles, very different in what they expect. Many of them now require you to have experience of flying a drone. Typists have gone, and word processing and data storage workers are very much at the forefront of our education. Computer operators are now computer analysts, application and developers. And newspaper and media publishers have now majority gone online. So it's a very different world. And if you're going to have at least 15 different jobs in your career, we need to ensure that we give you all the skills that are going to be relevant to change these different industries as and when needed. So we've been working with employers to shape our curriculum. They tell us all about the hints and tips that you need. They tell us about this ever-changing environment. So we will have all our employers support us in helping us design our curriculum along the way. And that's why we have created our Industry Excellence Academy and our Centres of Excellence. We want you to be part of these, and we want you to be part of these to gain all the experience on your journey to the world of work. Many of our employers are from small businesses, but lots of them are from multi-million-pound worldwide companies. So there is a vast array of choice, and these people will be there to help you every step of the way. This year, we are launching our new Centre of Excellence for Manchester and the Industry Excellence Academy Manchester. You're the first group of students to apply, and if you choose to accept your offer, will be the first students to enrol on these programmes. So, if that is your choice, what will you be part of? So, if you choose to study in one of our 22 Centres of Excellence, sorry, I apologise for that, but for some reason we are going back through again. Right, there we go. Sorry, I apologise about that. So, if you choose to study in one of our Centres of Excellence, what will you get? You'll get a guaranteed offer from courses that range from entry level to level 3. They cover areas including performing arts, animal care, BTEC science, construction, hairdressing, beauty therapy, hospitality, automotive, logistics, sport and public services, digital industries, business, media, music, visual arts, childcare, health studies and media makeup. So a great choice and hopefully a choice for everyone. Across all these levels and all these courses, you'll receive a dedicated lesson on employability skills and how to prepare you for employment. An individualised support package with a named achievement tutor whose role is to ensure you plan your time well, set your clear goals and targets and to ensure you achieve the best grades possible. They will provide you an opportunity to build your confidence and provide time for group debates. If you study at entry level or level 1, you will have the opportunity to complete a range of work experience opportunities. You'll be supported and guided every step of the way, and these work experience opportunities may be on-site or off-site. They'll usually be short in duration. If you're studying at level 2 or level 3, you will have a minimum level of hours for each level to complete within the workplace setting. These may vary and they will usually be between somewhere around 25 to 30 hours over your duration of your programme. But don't worry, we have a dedicated team of staff who will work with you to help source and prepare you for your placement. On each campus, we have a careers and employability hub where you can drop in and gain advice, apply for placements and talk about your next steps. We have over 1,000 employers registered with us, supporting students throughout their time at college. If you don't achieve the grade you expected in English and Maths, don't worry. Your named English and Maths tutor will support you, providing targeted learning on the areas you need to continue to develop and support you until you retake your exams and get the grades that will help you progress. I fully understand that you may be disappointed if you don't pass your English and Maths. However, it is a government requirement for you to continue to study, and attendance is mandatory at these lessons. But most of all, employers tell us these are the skills that they want from their prospective employers. You'll have a range of enrichment activities available, including sports leagues, reading groups, photography groups, FIFA groups, and also to apply for the Duke of Edinburgh programme. You'll have the opportunity to become a college ambassador or a student rep. again providing opportunity to build your social skills and your CV at the same time. So that's a Centre of Excellence, lots to think about. Hopefully there will be a course in there that suits your individual needs. However, you may choose to apply to one of our Industry Excellence Academies. So what's the difference between the two? In addition to everything that you're entitled to in the previous Centre of Excellence description that I've given, you will also get to apply just for Level 2 and Level 3 courses. These will only cover specific areas. They won't have every same option in those areas. For example, you can study automotive, hospitality, construction, computing and digital industries, business, media, childcare and health studies. You'll get all the same offer as your Centre of Excellence with a named employability tutor, all the same achievement tutor and all their package that they offer, and also the same enrichment offer. However, sitting alongside these qualifications, you will join the Industry Excellence Academy, and you'll be required to participate in at least 15 days placement per year. Many of these courses have placements that will go up to 45 days as well. You will work alongside an employer completing a meaningful industry placement. The employer will set you work, they might set you a live brief and various tasks to complete while you're working in their industry. All of this is voluntary and it also counts towards your qualification. This fantastic opportunity allows you to gain a greater understanding of what it is like to be part of a team in your chosen industry. You may complete additional modules of your qualification, or maybe an employer design certified programme. Again, meeting the needs of industry. Whilst our BTEC programmes and all our technical programmes are guaranteed a qualification by the awarding body, employers tell us that sometimes they just need that extra bit of difference, and this is what those employers are there to help support us with. Every programme is designed differently. Some will require you to work with a range of employers. Some you can only work up to a maximum of 2. So again, a very different approach on these programmes. Some of our employers allocate you a workplace mentor, and depending on the course, some of them may provide equipment as well. Each course has its own entry criteria, and they do require you to have English and maths. But again, don't worry. Some of these programmes are at Level 2, and if you're required to resit your English or maths, we will help you do that through your Level 2 courses and then allow you to progress to a Level 3 course within the Industry Excellence Academy. If you do work part-time and your job happens to be in an industry that is related to your chosen career, then these hours may also count again towards your work placement. Whichever option you choose, be that a Centre of Excellence or the Industry Excellence Academy, 9 out of 10 of our employers tell us that our students are well prepared for work. We fully understand that a course in the Industry Excellence Academy requires a high volume of commitment, and I fully agree that it isn't for everyone. As we expect, every student will conduct their work placement, and many of these, like I said, include up to 45 days. The college currently holds 20% of all the national targets for these placements. So again, a huge achievement, and shows again the college how it's preparing you for industry. So we want to create that aspirational culture. We want you to achieve the best. If you join an Industry Excellence Academy, you will get the qualifications of your main programme, be that a BTEC or a technical qualification. You'll get all the additional certified awarding body units, and again you'll get employer endorsed programmes. You'll be able to use their names and your experience on your CV, and hopefully, in some cases, many of our employers have taken on our students both for part-time work and full-time work at the end of their course. Some of them also provide branded uniforms, and if you require a licence to practice, for example in the construction or the childcare industry, you will also complete this qualification alongside it. You may have heard the word T-levels. And these are new qualifications that are equivalent to 3 A-levels. Our T-levels will also sit in our Industry Excellence Academy. We feel privileged to be one of the few colleges to deliver these gold standard T-levels in 2021. T-levels will be available at the Manchester College in the areas of construction, computing and digital, health and science and child education. They are all level 3 qualifications and require you to spend 80% of your time in college and 20% in the workplace. If you join a course at level 2 this year from the Industry Excellence Academy and successfully complete and achieve all aspects of your course, you will be provided with the opportunity to progress directly to a T-level next year. Take a look at the college website and you will see a banner that runs across the top of the page saying Industry Excellence. Click on this and you will see both these options available, the Centre of Excellence and the Industry Excellence Academy. Please take a look at them in more detail, see what the courses offer, and hopefully this will help you make your choice. But don't forget, if you haven't already applied, then please do so quite quickly. We've got lots of applications and we do have limited places. Once we received your online application, then make sure you confirm your acceptance. You will then hear from us again shortly with regards to how to enrol online. We fully appreciate that no matter how much we try to replicate what your college experience would be if you were to come to college and remain on one of our campuses full time. However, we can't replicate that, but what we can guarantee you is we will combine your studies in September, both on college and delivering online within your home. Therefore, you will have access to various online resources, including Moodle and many other online platforms. You'll still get an offer to take part in enrichment activities, and hopefully you'll get a lot more opportunity to meet your groups and become part of a broader and wider curriculum offer. Finally, good luck with your exam results. Don't forget, whilst our sites remain closed, all our services are completing business as usual. Visit our website to find out how to contact our careers advice and guidance services to gain more support. And don't forget that some of our other Couch to College sessions have already taken place and available to see on YouTube, but also there are lots more coming up. And these include dedicated webinars on your chosen course. So again, take a look and keep your application going at this moment in time. If you have any problems, please feel free to contact us. I think we're going to move over to questions now that you may have. Thank you.
Thanks, Christine, for that. That's really, really helpful and really interesting to hear about what we've got planned and the new Centres of Excellence and Academies. We've had quite a few questions come through, so I'll start with the first one that came through. So basically the first question was, am I able to progress from a Centre of Excellence to an Academy, and how do I do that?
Yeah, so definitely able to progress through. You will have to complete your level 2 qualification first, and on successful completion of all those components, so that would be, for example, if you were studying hospitality level 2, you would complete the hospitality qualification. You would also be required to have completed a minimum of a grade 4 in English or maths, and you will have must have completed your 15-day work placement at level 2. If all of those have been done successfully and achieved, then you'll be given the direct opportunity to progress to level 3 in the following academic year. Okay,
fantastic. Okay, the next question is about the current global situation, I suppose. Will COVID impact the amount of work experience I'm able to do?
That's a very interesting question, actually, and I can't say that it won't, because depending on what social distancing looks like going forward over these few months, it may restrict some of the hours that are needed for you to complete. However, what we have found is that many employers have had to adjust their way of working over these last few months. So, for example, I work from home at the moment, as do many people. And because of that, some of our students who are on placement with some of our employers expect them to complete their placement at this moment in time by working from home. So whilst they may not have gained their whole experience, they've still been able to complete that work. And we're currently working with lots of our employers to make sure that those types of new ways of working can still continue to happen.
Great. Okay. So the next question is also related to work experience. So what if I don't want to do a work experience?
It's actually mandatory, and it's a government regulation within the qualifications that you're funded by. So they are of different lengths and duration, and that's why we have created our Centres of Excellence and our Industry Excellence Academy. So if you're quite worried and you may be a bit, might be lacking in confidence, for example, or you're a bit worried about going into a workplace where everybody knows each other and being part of that team, then I would recommend that you join one of our Centres of Excellence. We will help you prepare for all those scenarios that I've just mentioned, but actually it is mandatory, just as our English and maths. So we don't have a choice. And you don't get funded if you don't complete your placement. But I think the main point is, be reassured that we've got lots of people on site, lots of people to help prepare you, and we will help you along the way in achieving your placement.
Great, thanks, Christine. We've had two questions actually on a similar theme, just more about the actual support available. One saying, I don't think my son's ready for work experience at the minute, and another is that the student is nervous about completing work experience. Can you just expand on what support is available?
Yeah, of course, no problem. So every student that comes to the Manchester College receives 1 hour a week employability training, and that is done by a qualified teacher who is from the industry that your son or daughter will be studying. So again, if we take computing and digital as an example, every student will get a weekly lesson on how to develop yourself, what to look for when you go to a work placement, how to dress, what safeguarding looks like in a work placement, and various things like that. We will also, in your tutorial, build your confidence by having group debates, and part of that team working is there to help prepare you for employment. Sitting alongside that, we have a different group of staff who will work with students on finding the best match of a placement. So if, for example, I'm quite quiet and I might lack in some confidence, or I might not have had a part-time job before, going into a massive, big organisation might be the wrong thing. So we will find a match where we would get you into a very small, potentially a family-run business, and they'll take you under their wing and look after you a little bit more. But on the other side of it, some students rise to get exposed to placements. So we've got a group of people all assigned to the curriculum areas, and they work with you as an individual student, find that best match. And if you're unhappy, you can call them. They're available on their mobiles. They'll come out and visit you. They might attend the first day with you on your placement just to see and make sure you get settled in. So lots of support there. To guide you through and hopefully get you into a place where you'll feel confident then and more comfortable about getting a job in the long term.
That's great. Okay, so we've had a question again, similar sort of theme. I don't know what I want to do in future. How do I choose which academy or centre of excellence to apply to?
Yeah, I think the main reason that you would need to think about is, can you commit to all the other components of being in the Industry Excellence Academy? So that's the first thing I would say. It requires, excellent attendance. You could be working, like I say, between college and in the workplace 5 days a week. So some of why you might want to choose that is about what commitment do you want to give, but also Do you feel that you're at a level and your qualifications are going to be at the right level to get you direct entry to a level 2 or a level 3 programme within the Industry Excellence Academy? Or actually, do you think, I'd rather take it a little bit slower to start with, I've got my grades, but I'd like to progress in a centre of excellence first and then potentially move across the following year to an Industry Excellence Academy? Also, it depends what you want to study, because we don't have every course on offer in the Industry Excellence Academy. So again, my advice would be take a look at both on our website, weigh up the pros and cons, weigh up the commitment that you want to give, and maybe give one of our careers advisors a call and speak to them more directly about the difference between the two.
Yeah, fantastic. Okay, I just had a question in. When do we decide which one to choose, as in, I presume, between a Centre of Excellence and an Industry Excellence Academy? Will it be when we join the college or before?
We would like you, because you can apply direct to both. If you've already applied but didn't realise there was a choice, then again, you can change your application now, and we can consider that. That's not a problem. And when you come to, you don't have to do anything at this moment if you've applied and accepted. When you will get more information through the summer on how to enrol. And when you come to enrol, all you need to do is inform the person of the right course that you want to enrol on. And that might even be that you've changed your whole view and you no longer want to study computing and you want to do sport, for example. You have that option to change when you come to enrolment. So don't worry about it. You can still change at any time. If you haven't applied, then now's that time to apply directly to your choice. But again, if you change your mind over the coming weeks and during the summer, don't be afraid. We will always find you a place, hopefully in one of or the other. So, but the most important thing is that you're in our system and that we can communicate with you through the summer to make sure that you feel secure in what you've accepted as well.
Okay, great. Again, on a similar sort of theme about changing your mind, we just had a question through about what if I change my mind on what type of job I want to do once I've started the course? Is there a way we can change that? Or?
Yeah. So if you join your course within the first, I would say 2 to 3 weeks, we do a lot of students where they think, oh, I've joined the wrong course. I thought I wanted to do things like hairdressing, but I really wanted to do childcare. So your achievement tutor will be there and they will contact you on a one-to-one basis throughout those first few weeks to make sure that you're happy in the course that you've chosen. If you're not, we will do our best, if there's a space on the other course, to change your course for you. However, if it gets past that 3 to 4 week period, it becomes really difficult to change your course after that point, because many of our courses are only a year long in duration. But actually that's only 36 weeks that you're in college. So to start changing your course halfway through is very, very difficult. It is possible, but it's very difficult. So we do a lot of making sure you're happy in them first few weeks. And that's where, if anything, that's where we would move you. After about 4 weeks, it becomes quite difficult to move your course.
Okay. Got two sort of similar questions again on how is the academy different from an apprenticeship, and also how is it different from courses at other colleges? Yeah.
So from an apprenticeship obviously you're paid a wage. An apprenticeship, you spend roughly 80% of your time in work and 20% of your time in college. Learning the academic and underpinning knowledge. In one of our centres of excellence on placements, or our Industry Excellence Academy particularly, it's almost a reverse of that. So in the Industry Excellence Academy, you would spend 20% of your time with an employer on your placement and 80% of your time in college, and you don't get paid while you're completing that. Some of our employers do offer a small bursary, but not all. An employer can choose to pay you for that 20% of the time if they wish, but it's not mandatory. But you do still get your travel, and if you are entitled to free breakfast and lunches, we still provide all of that while you're on your placement as well. So those are the main differences regarding the apprenticeship. Sorry, what was the rest of the question?
Other colleges. So how is the academy different to courses at other colleges as well?
I can't speak for other colleges because I am aware that lots of other colleges offer placements. What I do know for the Manchester College and the Industry Excellence Academy, where it is quite different, is that our employers are involved in the delivery of our qualification. So they've helped shape that qualification. They've said, for example, the additional units that they require, and many of them will come into college and teach you. Some of the students, like I say, will get a mentor on site. So that's where I see the main difference being.
Okay. We've got a question here about once they've finished on the Industry Excellence Academy or the Centre of Excellence, do any employers give students a job when they finish the course?
We have got a number of employers that have employed our students both part-time and full-time. We are trying over these sort of the next year or so to work more with employers on their succession planning for their businesses. But obviously, the main point is that we like to try and give you as much experience with an employer as possible, because when you do go to apply, if you can say you've worked in various industries and use various types of equipment, for example, then that is helping students get a job. But we work with a lot of companies, and a lot of those companies also employ people, for example, during holiday times, and they will employ our students during that time, and then the student returns to college the following September, continues in their studies, and again might gain part-time employment during Christmas periods and so on.
Okay, great. So there's again a bit about once you've finished, can I progress on to university from Industry Excellence Academy and Centres of Excellence, and will work experience be added to my CV for when I continue my studies at uni?
Yeah, definitely. You will, if you complete your level 3 course, if that's a BTEC qualification, then that's equivalent to the UCAS points. So again, you'll be able to progress to one of your chosen universities, and they will go through that application with you. Part of your tutorial in your final year at college with us, we help you prepare for a UCAS application, but also help you prepare your CV so that it will give you the best options. Not a lot of people know that the Manchester College also has, we like to sort of call it a sister part to us, which is USEN Manchester, where we also deliver a high volume of degree courses. So you can continue to live at home and study on your doorstep, and many of the courses that are in the Industry Excellence Academy have a natural progression route to USEN Manchester. So definitely opportunity there to progress. We can also help, if you wish then to go on to an apprenticeship, we can help source those through our careers advice and guidance. So lots of options open for your next steps.
Fantastic. Okay, and then just some subject-specific questions, I guess. Will other subject areas become Industry Excellence Academies, such as animal care?
We would hope so. To be in the Industry Excellence Academy, we've set sort of a framework that has to be met. So, for example, it has to have a minimum amount of work placement. The employers have to have a commitment with us that they commit to help supporting you in your training and various aspects. So this is about us now continuing to work with employers, bring employers on board who are committed to supporting our students. So as we get that commitment, more courses will move into the Industry Excellence Academy. but we still have lots of options open, like I say, in the Centres of Excellence. So don't be put off by that, because it's just a different type of offer, still with lots of employer connections, but just a different type of offer.
Okay, thanks. And then there's a specific one about the music department. Am I right in saying every course within the music department is part of the Industry Excellence Academy? Putting you on the spot with that one, I think.
Oh, I am not to be honest, I'm not 100% certain, but we can certainly get back to you with that confirmation. I would like to say that at level 3, they definitely are. I'm 99.9% sure that they are, but we will come back to you with a definite answer on that one.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you. Okay. A question here about RPass. Can we use RPass to travel to work experience as part of the that we're doing through the Industry Excellence Academy and Centre of Excellence?
Yes, and we do have a few employers who sit outside of the Greater Manchester boundary, but only a few. And if that was the case and the RPass didn't support you in your travel, then we would support you ourselves within that travel to enable you to get to that employer. But most of our employers are within Greater Manchester.
Okay, great. Another one here about a specific situation. So I'm doing a level 3 course. Does that mean I have to choose an Industry Excellence Academy course?
No, you can still, all our level 3 courses are also in the Centre of Excellence. Yeah, there isn't one that isn't.
Okay, fab. A couple of questions about T levels here. If I start in September, will I be able to progress to a T level?
Yes, so we're really excited about T levels. Like I say, we're one of the gold standard providers of T levels for 2021. So you can start your level 2 qualification this year with us in either a Centre of Excellence or an Industry Excellence Academy. And you will, if you complete that, you've got excellent attendance and you've got the required qualifications, as in your grades, to progress to a T level the following year. We will certainly welcome you to those courses.
Fantastic. And then a question really about employers. Do you think employers understand T levels and value them in the same way as they do as A levels were valued?
There's been an awful lot of work completed by government and research working with employers on what do they want for the future, because many employers have been telling providers and government that actually the qualifications that are out there at the moment aren't meeting their needs because their industry is changing that quickly. I spoke earlier on about the jobs that are changing, that are no longer with us. You know, those jobs were only 15 years ago, and that might seem a long time ago, but we've moved so much. Everything now requires you to have digital skills behind it. There isn't an occupation without that. So the T levels, every T level has a digital qualification that runs through it. So, you know, you might study creative and digital and you might want to look at computing and you would think, yes, that does have those digital skills there. But if you choose to work, for example, in the care professions within a T level, there are huge amounts of digital skills that are required. And you only have to think of the recent COVID pandemic, where, you know, taking somebody's temperature digitally, how do you record that? How do you get track and trace? So all those things now are being built into the T levels to make sure that they meet the needs of employers and that we can deliver those. Are employers fully aware of T levels? We're doing our best to make sure that they are. We've got a separate section on our website to inform them. But the one thing I can confirm is that every employer who's in our Industry Excellence Academy is fully aware of T levels. They meet on college, usually once a term, if not more, through our advisory groups. and they help us shape what is needed and also how we deliver those qualifications. So we are involving employers a lot in our design of those T-levels. So again, they are new. I think they do, and they are starting to understand the difference. But we are certainly trying to inform them of those differences as well.
Okay. And just another question again, a bit about employers. I'm a parent, but I run my own construction business. Would I be able to become a partner employer?
We'd love you to. Yeah. One of the hardest things for us is trying to connect with employers and trying to connect with employers at the right level where somebody can make that decision of a commitment. But we would certainly love you to. We have, again, a dedicated team who come out and meet you, see what we can build as an individual offer with you, and then how we can support the students in getting placements with you through all the health and safety and so on. So again, please keep in touch with us. We'd welcome you with open arms.
Lovely, fantastic. Okay, last couple of questions I think we've got to here. So first one again is more specific. So is health and social care one of the industry excellence academies?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
great.
One of our largest areas within the college. As you will see, again, you know, you only have to have looked at the news over these recent weeks. The amount of jobs that are available in health and social care are unbelievable. It's in the top 10 priorities in Greater Manchester to get people into work. So yeah, definitely in the Industry Excellence Academy.
Fantastic. Just had one. I think you have already answered this one, but it might be one that someone's missed out on. If you already applied for a level 3 course and were not aware of the academy, do you then have to apply separately for the academy?
No, just when you come to enrol, if you've accepted your place. Like I say, you'll be hearing from us shortly how to enrol online. So when you come to enrol online, just say that you've changed and you want to apply for one of the courses in the Industry Excellence Academy, and as long as they'll go through what's required, and as long as you've got those qualifications and entry criteria, they'll move you over to the new qualification.
Brilliant. And then the last question that we've got for you, there's quite a few have gone through there, so thank you for that. The last one is, what can my daughter do before she starts in September to get work ready?
So again, if you look on our website, we've got what's called Connect to College, and that was something that we've built over these last few weeks, really, to keep students connected to learning. So it has lots of information on there, from well-being tips to how to continue studying, how to make contact with the college. You can take part in some quizzes and online learning and so on. But if any of you who want to continue with some studying, then if you've applied to the college and accepted your place, we're more than happy to contact you and send you some work that you could do over the summer period to prepare you. Again, just make sure we get your details, and we'll be happy to work with you through some online learning to get you prepared for college in September.
Brilliant, that's great. Thank you very much, Christine, and thank you everyone for joining us this morning. If you'd like to find out more about the Manchester College, then we've got loads of live online Couch College events taking place over the next two weeks or so, including sessions on how to enrol and careers and welfare. Next week in particular, we have sessions dedicated to some of our curriculum areas, so you'll be able to meet some of the tutors, learn loads about what you'll be studying in September. So I'd highly recommend you check out those sessions. So to find out more and to register for those sessions, just visit the website tmc.ac.uk and then click on Couch to College. So that just leaves me to say thank you very much again for attending this morning, and we're looking forward to you joining us in September. Thanks.
Thank you, everyone. Good luck in all your exams. Bye.